Well, here I am, Lyndon Poskitt from Races to Places in the very southern tip of Argentina, Tierra del Fuego National Park in South America, and I'm here today to give a little bit of feedback and some information about the Klim Carlsbad suit that I've been wearing for the last 10 to 12,000 kilometers. As some of you might know, I've been riding around the world for quite some time, and I chose the Klim Overland suit previously as the choice of suit for Races to Places, my around the world travels. And I've used that Klim Overland suit for some 120,000 kilometers and loved it. Why did I choose that over some of the higher end, more expensive suits? Simple, lightweight and simplicity. And I have to say I really loved it. But when I heard the Carlsbad jacket was coming out, the Carlsbad suit, I was keen to give it a try for a number of reasons. It's got some features that the Badlands and the higher end jackets have got, but it still maintains its lightweight nature, which is really appealing to me. So I've been using it since the Dakar Rally, and I've been putting it through its paces off-road in super hot temperatures, and now we're down here in the southern tip of Argentina. As you can imagine, it's pretty cold, and today I've been trying to avoid the snow and rain to get this video done. So first of all, let's talk about, I'm really going to talk about it as the differences and the improvements they've made over the Overland suit that I wore previously. Some of the features that we see on this jacket specifically are like sleeve vents, the addition of sleeve vents, the addition of a kidney belt, which is nice. For me, the sleeve belt vents is something that the previous jackets were missing, the lower end range were missing for the hot temperatures. It's really nice now. I can close the cuff on my jacket. I used to leave the cuff open to let some air get up my sleeves, and consequently all the bugs flew up there as well. So it's quite nice to be able to close the sleeve vent, close the sleeve cuff, and still have the vent here on the sleeve. Be warned though, if it is torrentially raining, be sure to close the zip all the way to the top so there's no gap, because the water will gather and seep through the little gap at the end of the zip if you don't close it properly. So make sure it's closed all the way to the top if the weather's bad. The kidney belt I mentioned briefly, that's really nice. For me, what it does is it holds the jacket together and it holds it onto your body. If you do get a draft, if you're running with the skirt open, and you get a draft, it doesn't blow up and bellow like the jacket had previously, so that's really nice. One thing about the jacket as well that I really like massively over the Overland that I was using is these front pockets. They're huge and they've got the flap top, which is much easier to access while you're riding along. So you can put phones, cameras, everything. They're bigger pockets and you don't have to fumble around for the zip at the side, which is really nice. But they still maintain the hand pockets, i.e. they've got a little pop stud on here and you can still use the pockets to what there's a little entrance at the side that you can use to just wander around town and things, which is really handy, while still maintaining the ability to hold everything in the large pockets. Been really good. I've carried my phone and my camera and stuff in torrential rain, and so far so good. Everything's stayed dry. This jacket's got double chest pockets, which might be nice for some of you. Unfortunately for me, I carry a backpack, so I'm limited as to the use of the chest pockets because I use a backpack with a front clip clasp. But I do put my earplugs and things like that in there, which is really nice. It's got the little safety pocket for you to put your insurance or your documents, your personal identity in, etc., which is really nice from a safety point of view. And something that they've done on these jackets, and I don't know if it's going to be the same on all, is that the inside is now bright yellow. So it's easier to find your jacket when you throw it on the floor. One thing that I was really keen on about having a lightweight jacket is when you go into a pub and you hang it on the back of a chair, the chair doesn't fall over. And I can confirm that test is still passed with the Carlsbad jacket that I've got here today. The pants I've not used for quite as long, but I already like them. They've got a much bigger pocket on the side, with a flap and a zipper, which is super nice. Not just the zipper like the previous pants, and they've still got the big vent on the side here. So jacket maintains all similar vents to what we've seen on other jackets. It's got two on the back. It's got the pit vents which are accessible while you're riding. And one small thing that they've changed, and I'll mention this about the jacket and the pants, is the closure mechanism on the jacket now. is Velcro, which I actually really like, because I really dislike the press stud and having to find the press stud all the time to close the neck on the previous jacket I was using. So this one's just Velcro, so it's really nice and easy, and if you want to run with it open, there's a little holder to put it back on there. And the opposite to that, they've gone from the Velcro to a press stud on the pants. So on the pants here, there's now a press stud, which is actually really nice, because one thing that I found is when you were going through deep water, the Velcro couldn't cut it and the pants just came open. So they no longer do that. There's a zipper, and it also has a gusset down the back. So previously, when we saw going through water and water was gushing in through the joint at the back, they've put a gusset in there, which is a major thumbs up. So as a whole, how do I feel about it? I'm really happy. It's lightweight, it's got more features, and it does the job that it says on the tin, and that's really what we all want. And you know, and it's cheaper than some of the high-end adventure jackets and stuff that we've got on the market as well. So it's a thumbs up from that perspective. So I really like it. It gets a vote from me. It's a clear progression from what I was using before in the overland, and I'm definitely going to use it all the way through South America. That's all from me, Lyndon Poskitt, Races to Places, and that is the Klim Carlsbad.